Welcome everybody. So are you looking to boost your productivity and achieve your goals? So do you need to learn practical and proven techniques that you can apply in your personal and professional life to increase your efficiency and effectiveness? If so, then this course is for you. Welcome to Boost Your Productivity, 10 Proven Strategies for Success. Now in today's fast-paced world, being productive is more important than ever before. Whether you're a student, an IT professional, or an entrepreneur, being able to manage your time, stay focused, and achieve your goals is crucial to success. This course is designed to help you do just that. Hi, my name is Syed, and I'll be the instructor for this course. As an IT enterprise architect and project manager, I've been in the training industry for a little over 20 years, and I've trained thousands of students who are now enjoying successful careers in the IT industry. In this course, we'll cover 10 proven strategies that will help you boost your productivity and then achieve your goals. We will cover everything from defining your goal, prioritizing your tasks, to time management, managing your energy, getting organized, and boosting your creativity, collaboration, communication, self-care, and more. More specifically, here are the 10 strategies that I'll cover within this particular course, right? And that's going to help you succeed. First, finding your goals and creating a plan. Prioritizing your tasks and managing your time effectively. Managing your energy and avoiding burnout. Getting organized and minimizing distractions. Boosting your creativity and thinking outside the box. Collaborating effectively and communicating clearly. Maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And then taking care of your physical and mental health. Continuous learning and personal development, I'll also cover those topics, right? Staying motivated and overcoming obstacles. Now, throughout the course, you will learn practical techniques that you can actually apply in your daily life to increase your productivity while still maintaining a healthy work-life balance. You will learn how to manage your time effectively, avoid distractions, and then stay motivated. And you'll also learn, by the way, to identify your energy levels and how to manage those throughout your day. This course is designed to be interactive and engaging. You'll have access to a range of resources that I'm going to provide, like these videos, quizzes, assignments, projects that will help you apply these strategies in your personal and professional life. You'll also have the opportunity to interact with myself and other students, sharing your experience and learning from others as well. By the end of this course, you'll have a solid understanding of what it takes to be productive, and then the tools and techniques that you will learn to achieve your goals. You'll be able to apply these strategies to your personal and professional life and see real results. So, if you're ready to take your productivity to the next level and boost your morale, motivation, and productivity, that I'm going to focus on so that you can become successful. So what are you waiting for? Click on the Enroll Now button and I will see you in class. Welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about specifically the 10 proven strategies, and then subsequently throughout this course I'm going to be covering each one of these strategies in depth. So let's dive right in so you know exactly, and of course you're welcome to take notes. So as we move along, you'll have any questions, definitely post them in the discussion area. I'll be happy to answer. So let's take a look at the first proven strategy, which is preparing a productivity plan. Very important. I'm going to walk you through exactly what a productivity plan is and how do you create it for yourself. Second, we're going to talk about defining your goals. Why goals are important, what are they, and how do you set measurable goals. Third, proven strategy is prioritizing your tasks, which is extremely important because on a daily basis, you have things coming in and going out, right? So there's in and then out. So you have to prioritize your tasks on a daily basis. So I'm going to show you exactly how that's done. Next is time management techniques. We procrastinate all the time, right? So I'm going to demonstrate and show you how you can exactly manage your time effectively. Next is managing your energy, which is crucial because if you're not feeling energetic or enthusiastic, or on the other hand, you're feeling lethargic, right? So that, of course, has a detrimental effect on productivity. So I'm going to be talking about how to manage your energy and what levels of energy are fluctuated throughout the entire day. Next, we have getting organized. So I'm going to show you the strategy, what I'm using myself to get organized and increase my productivity. Next, we're going to talk about boosting your creativity. Well, this is important because if you're doing a monotonous job, right? So you're doing the same thing, maybe your desk is in the same location in the room. So I'm going to talk about how you can be creative, right? Yet at the same time, increase productivity. Collaboration and communication is also critical because the more you deal with individuals, your colleagues, your coworkers, or if you're in business as an entrepreneur, you're dealing with clients, making sure that you're effectively collaborating and effective communication is also key to increasing your productivity. Self-care and personal development is also crucial because typically we don't pay much attention on our personal development or even self-care because we're workaholics and we work all day long, right? Long hours. Well, I'm going to show you how you can boost your productivity and how to take care of yourself and your personal health, your well-being, of course, developing yourself as you move forward. And then finally, the 10th strategy is review and reflection. So I'll be demonstrating and I'll be discussing the strategy, how you can actually look back, get your feedback, get some constructive feedback, and then reevaluate how your things are moving forward and what is actually working for you in terms of productivity. So I hope this helps. Take a look at all these 10 strategies. Let's dive right in and take a look at in depth how you can benefit from these strategies. So let's take a look at the importance of productivity in today's fast-paced world. Now, productivity has always been an important aspect of our lives, right? But in today's fast-paced world, it has become even more critical. So with the rise of technology exponentially growing and increasing demands of our jobs, it's more than important ever to be productive than efficient. So I'll discuss the importance of productivity in today's fast-paced world and how you can actually manage and how it can benefit us in our professional and personal lives. First, let's talk about the workplace itself. Now, in today's highly competitive job market, productivity is essential for success. Now, employers are looking for individuals who can work efficiently, meet deadlines, and then deliver high-quality work consistently. Productivity not only helps us to achieve our goals and objectives, but it also plays a crucial role in advancing our careers. Now, the benefits of productivity are not limited to just the workplace itself, but it also has positive impact on our personal lives. Now, being productive, we can make the most of our time, achieve our goals, and have more time for leisure activities, right? And it can also help reduce stress, increase our self-esteem, and improve our overall well-being. Another important reason why productivity is crucial in today's fast-paced world is that it helps us to keep up with the ever-changing technological landscape. Now, with the rise of automation, artificial intelligence, digitizations, individuals who are more productive and tech-savvy are more likely to succeed in their careers. Now, one of the biggest challenges of today's fast-paced world is the constant bombardment of distraction that can hinder our productivity, such as social media, for example, emails, and other distractions can easily take up significant amount of time, leaving us with less time to complete a certain task. Now, being productive means that you can stay focused and avoid these distractions, allowing us to complete our work more efficiently. Now, productivity is not just about working harder, but also how you can learn to work smarter. By being productive, you can learn to manage your time effectively, prioritize your tasks, right? And then avoid wasting time on unimportant activities, right? Now, this way you can achieve more in less time and allows us to focus on more of your important tasks. Now, the importance is also evident in current global economy, for example. Now, with the rise of emerging economies, new technologies, increasing competition in the global market, for example, productivity has become a critical factor in determining how a country grows overall, right? Now, countries with a highly productive workforce are more likely to attract investments, create jobs, because you're always looking for people who can be more productive. And of course, finally, it is also essential in achieving a work-life balance. With the increasing demands of our jobs, easy to become overworked and stressed, leading to burnout and a decrease in your productivity. Now, being productive, you can really achieve your work goals. At the same time, you must have time for your personal life. Now, this can help you maintain a healthy work-life balance, reduce stress, and of course, improve your overall well-being as on a daily basis, right? So, it has always been important, but since the world is exponentially changing or growing, rather, technology that is, right? So by being productive, you can certainly achieve your goals that you've set for yourself, enrich your personal lives, and then keep up with the technology, right? By constant learning and continuously improving. So it's really about how you can work smarter, how to manage your time effectively, and to avoid distractions. So it's time to prioritize productivity and make most of your time in today's fast-paced world. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. With this, let's move to the next video. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how to prepare a productivity plan. Super excited. All right, so I'm going to talk about and demonstrate how you can actually create this plan for yourself. So we all struggle to find basically how we can increase our productivity, right, and meet deadlines to achieve our goals. But the good news is that productivity plan, you can effectively manage your time and boost your productivity. So what exactly is a productivity plan all about? Simply put, a productivity plan is a tool that helps you to organize your time, tasks in a way that maximizes your efficiency and output. So it's a way to prioritize your tasks, for example, manage your time, eliminate any redundancies. So I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create a productivity plan that works for you, and you can certainly customize it. So the first step is define your goals. The first step in creating a productivity plan is to define your goals specifically. What do you want to achieve, for example? What are the tasks that you need to accomplish to achieve your goals? By defining your goals, you can then identify the tasks that are most important to you and then prioritize them accordingly. For example, some actionable steps include, say, for example, write down your long-term and short-term goals. For example, if you're a student, or your long-term goal might be to graduate with certain honors, right? And your short-term might be to complete a certain assignment. So by identifying the tasks that need to be accomplished to achieve each goal, you can then work at it, right? Step 2 is prioritizing your tasks. So once you've identified the task that is most important, it's time to prioritize it, right? And this involves organizing your task in order of importance and urgency. You can use a to-do list, for example, or a task management tool to prioritize your tasks. Now, a to-do list or a task management tool to write down all the tasks that need to be done in order. Determine which task is most important and which is less important, and write them down accordingly. So prioritizing your task based on importance and urgency is important. Step 3 is setting deadlines. Now, to ensure that you stay on track, it's essential that you set deadlines for each task. Now, this is going to help you manage your time effectively and then ensure that you complete your tasks on time. By assigning a deadline to each task on a to-do list, for example, you can use a calendar or a scheduling tool to keep track of your deadlines, right? And keep watching them every single day, and then divide larger tasks into smaller tasks, right? Smaller chunks, like agile development. Step 4 is eliminate distractions. Now, distractions can significantly impact your productivity, for example. And to minimize distractions, you can use techniques such as time blocking or scheduling specific times for checking emails or social media, okay? Now, identify the main distractions that keep you from being productive, such as social media or phone notifications. Now, if you use a productivity app that blocks specific websites or apps during certain times, is a great way to do that. You can schedule certain times by checking emails or social media. All right, that moves to step 5. breaking tasks, large tasks into smaller steps, right? So by breaking large tasks into manageable chunks, can be less overwhelming and help you stay focused. So that's a really effective way, by the way, to break down complex tasks. So take a large task, for example, such as writing a research paper, right? Now, it may be a lengthy paper and you don't know where to start, what to do, so you can create an outline and then create small tasks or topics, right? And break the topics down and then work at each topic on a certain amount of time and then for prioritizing them. So number 6 is staying accountable to your work, right? And you can use tools like accountability partners or any other tool that you think is good, right? Which allows you to complete the task. And then hold yourself accountable, right? So the productivity plan with the right accountable tool certainly is going to help you as you move forward, working, increasing your productivity and staying motivated. Now, the tasks that you wish to complete on time are important, and this tool is going to help you. Now, step 7 is review and adjust, and this is important because it's not everything is set in stone, right? Because you need to review your tasks or your list or to-do list, and then trying to maximize your productivity. And then review your productivity plan to ensure that you're on track. Maybe certain days are different, or certain weeks are different, or certain times you're busy. So adjust your plan, such as, for example, changing deadlines, okay, based on your own way you're working and your accomplishment. So by following these actionable steps, you can create a productivity plan for yourself that is really going to help you stay focused, and then you can set the measurable goals, and then it'll be easier for you to actually work with them as you move forward, right? And then find what works best for you. So a productivity plan is a powerful tool that can help you to manage your time, prioritize your tasks, and then eliminate distractions. Now, by defining your goals, prioritizing your tasks, setting deadlines, eliminating distractions, for example, breaking tasks into smaller steps, right? Staying accountable, and then regularly reviewing and adjusting your plan, you can certainly boost your productivity and achieve your goals. Now, with these steps, you'll be well on your way, by the way, to create an effective productivity plan that works for you specifically. Some practical steps, how to implement these 10 strategies: plan your day, make it a to-do list each morning when you get up or the night before, right? Prioritizing tasks at the same time based on importance and urgency. And then you can also use a digital calendar or planner to schedule your day. And then breaking larger tasks into smaller tasks. And I'm just reviewing these, by the way. Prioritizing your tasks step by step. And then you can use the Eisenhower matrix, by the way. That's a good tool, by the way, I mentioned right now that you can actually use, right? So that will help you create tasks or list them in based on urgency, right? And then focus on completing the tasks that are urgent, right? And then you can also use delegation as a tool, right? Delegate tasks if you can. Minimize distractions, turn off notifications, right, on your phone, and then set those times aside for social media, or use website blocker, or that use an app that limits your time. And try to work in a quiet environment, such as a library or just a room, dedicated room for yourself, right? And focus on one task at a time. Don't get overwhelmed by looking at the entire picture, right? So you can use the focus burst for 25 minutes with 5-minute break, and that's a good tool to use. And you can also eliminate multitasking and give your full attention to one task at a time. You can use mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing, for example, or meditation to stay present and focused. Take regular breaks, frequent breaks, and take short, frequent breaks throughout the day to avoid burnout. You can also move your body during breaks, such as going for a walk, standing, or pacing yourself, or whatever. Just movement is always better, right? And you can take long breaks if needed, if the task is so complex, or if you need a break in general. So if you identify these tasks that can be delegated to other people, and if you're able to do that, such as admin work or data entry or any redundant tasks, you can do that, delegate to team members who maybe have the skills to do those, right? So set expectations and deadlines for all of these. And of course, it's important learn to say no, because prioritizing your own goal, it's important to say no, because otherwise you get so much other work that you don't really need, right? And that's not your part. And set boundaries around your time and energy, and use technology to your advantage. Now, use productivity apps and tools such as task management apps or time tracking software, for example. And then you can automate repetitive tasks such as email responses or social media posts that you're doing, right? And certainly leverage technology to stay organized, such as digital calendar or note-taking or to-do lists or tasks, right? And of course, importantly, get enough sleep, take care of your health, because that's the key, right? Exercising is a great way to keep your mind and physical body healthy, right? Of course, with healthy diet, fruits, vegetables, all of this is part of increasing your productivity, by the way, right? So keep learning and growing, attend conferences, go out there, meet people, networking. That way you can actually open up mind and learn too, or read books, listen to podcasts on personal development, productivity. And then, of course, surround yourself with supportive people who are actually encouraging your growth and learning and making you staying positive. So by implementing these practical tips and examples, you can use each of these 10 strategies for productivity to improve your efficiency and achieve your goals. Remember, productivity is a skill that can be developed with practice and intention. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. With this, let's move to the next lesson. So let's take a look at how to understand the difference between goals and tasks. Now, goals and tasks are two related but absolutely distinct things, right, that play a critical role in productivity. So like overarching objectives that you would like to achieve in the long term, for example, they represent your aspirations and give you direction. Okay? For example, a goal might be to build a successful career in your chosen field, start your own business, for example, or achieve financial independence. Now, goals are usually qualitative rather than quantitative, right? And they can be difficult to measure directly. Tasks, on the other hand, are more specific, measurable actions that you take to achieve your goals. Now, tasks are usually smaller and as compared to goals, and more concrete and actionable. For example, a task might be to write a business plan or attend a networking event or complete a project for a client. Tasks can be quantified in terms of time, effort, and resources. The difference between goals and tasks is important because productivity requires both elements. Now, they both provide direction and motivation, while tasks provide a clear path in achieving those goals. So without goals, you may feel aimless and lack focus, for example. And without tasks, your goals may remain unfulfilled and you may feel overwhelmed or not sure where to start. Let me give you an example between the relationship between goals and tasks. So let's take the example of building a successful career in a chosen field. Now, this is a broad goal that requires careful planning and execution. To achieve this particular goal, you might break it down to smaller, manageable tasks, such as, for example, you could do how to search for different job opportunities within companies in your field. 2, networking with your colleagues or professionals. Or you can do building your skills and knowledge through training and professional development. Or you can develop a personal brand for online presence, right? Updating your resume or cover letter. All these are smaller tasks and very specific, measurable, and actionable. By completing them, you're essentially making towards building a successful career and reaching your goal. So productivity requires a balance between goals and tasks. You need to have clear, specific goals that give you direction and motivation, but you also need to break those goals down into smaller, actionable tasks that you can tackle one by one. Now, by doing so, you can make proper progress towards your goals and build momentum, which helps you stay motivated over long term. So, in essence, goals and tasks are both critical components of productivity. Remember that. And then goals provide direction and motivation, while tasks provide a clear path in achieving those goals. To be productive, you need to have both, by the way, right? And you need to balance them carefully to achieve success. Let's take a look at how you can achieve specific goals. Okay? Many people struggle with identifying goals that are both meaningful and attainable. So in this lesson, I'm going to explore some and give you practical tips to identify achievable goals along with real-life examples or how you can get started. So the first step is identifying your value and prioritize it. Okay? So to identify your values and identify your priorities. This means taking a step back and then thinking about what is truly important to you in life. Consider your personal and professional goals, your passions, your interests, and your strengths and weaknesses, right? Do a SWOT analysis. When you have a clear understanding of values and priorities, you can then start to set goals and align with them. For example, if you value family time and work-life balance, you might set a goal for spending more quality time with your loved ones each week. Or if you're passionate about a particular cause, you might set a goal of volunteering your time and resources to support that particular cause. Second step, setting SMART goals, and this is the next step. Now, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Now, by setting these SMART goals, you can ensure that your goals are well-defined, attainable. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like improve my fitness, you might set a SMART goal like run a 5-kilometer race in 6 months. Now, this goal is very specific. Running a 5-kilometer or 5-mile race, you can track your progress towards the race, which is achievable with proper training and dedication. It aligns with your values and priorities. And of course, it's time-bound. You have a specific deadline to work towards. Third step, break those goals into smaller steps. And once you've identified your values and set SMART goals, the next step is to break those goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. And this can help you stay motivated and stay focused by giving you a clear path to achieving your goals. For instance, if your goal is to run a 5-mile race in 6 months, right, you might break that goal down into smaller steps. For example, running for 20 minutes 3 times a week would do the trick, or increasing your distance by 10% each week, or joining a running group for support and accountability. Now, breaking your smaller goals down to smaller tasks, you can make progress towards your goal every single day, which can help you stay motivated and on track. The fourth step is always track your progress. Finally, it's important to track your progress towards your goals. Now, this can help you stay motivated by showing you how far you've come, and also help you identify any areas you may need to adjust your approach. For example, if your goal is to save $10,000, right, for a down payment on a house in 1 year, you might track your progress each month by checking your savings account and comparing it to your target. If you find that you're not on track, right, to meet your goal, you might adjust your budget or look for additional sources of income that helps you get there. So, in essence, setting achievable goals is essential part of any individual's journey, right? By identifying your values and priorities, setting SMART goals, breaking those goals down into smaller steps, and tracking your progress, you can set yourself up for success and achieve your most meaningful goals. Remember, set achievable goals is not just about setting goals, but making sure you have the tasks and enjoy the journey towards success. Welcome back. Let's talk about creating a roadmap in achieving your goals. This is an important step in turning your dreams into reality. A roadmap provides a clear, actionable plan to guide you towards achieving your goals. So in this lesson, I'm going to explore and provide you practical tips on how to create a roadmap along with real-life examples and a map template to help you get started. First step is defining your goal. In creating a roadmap is defining your goal. Now, your goal should be very sort of like specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, like SMART. I talked about that earlier. By setting a SMART goal, you can make sure that your roadmap is focused and aligned with your ultimate objective. For example, let's say your goal is to start a small business within the next year or so. Now, your SMART goal might be to launch a successful e-commerce business selling handmade crafts by December 31st, right? For example, or end of this year. Step 2 is identifying now the steps that are required to achieve that goal, right? The next step is to identify specific steps that are required. Now, this includes breaking down your goal into smaller, manageable chunks, right? So you can attack them. For example, the steps needed to achieve a SMART goal of launching an e-commerce business, they may include, for example, searching an e-commerce platform, choosing the best one for your business. Conducting market research to identify the target audience and competition. You can also look for creating a brand and marketing strategy, right? Or developing a product line with materials, or building a website and setting up payment and shipping systems. Launching the business, and then finally promoting it to social media and advertising. These are all different tasks, right? Step 3 is determine timeline and deadlines, right? Those are important, and that's the next step to determine the deadlines and timelines for each single step. This will help you stay on track and motivated by breaking down your goals into smaller, more achievable milestones. For example, you might create a timeline that looks like something like, for example, March 1st, I'm going to do this, right? Or April 1st, or May 1st, or June 1st. Again, all you're doing is just taking your tasks and breaking them down into manageable milestones. So you know exactly that, for example, in July 1st, this is what I'm going to do, okay? Or create a brand and marketing strategy on certain month, right? Or certain date. And then develop a product line, source materials, okay? Again, set that date for that particular task. Like setting payments and shipping systems, set a date for that particular task. That way, for example, if you want to promote it to social media, then set that date also, right? Kind of makes sense. All right. Step 4, it can be helpful to create a visual roadmap also, right? And timelines that are needed to achieve your goal. Now, this can be in a form of a flow chart, for example, or a Gantt chart, for example. A Gantt chart, for example, you can see that it helps you identify and breaks down. Now, this chart outlines the steps and timelines needed to achieve the SMART goal of launching your e-commerce business by the end of the year, for example, right? By breaking the goal down into smaller and assigning deadlines to each step, the roadmap provides now a clear actionable plan that guides you towards achieving a goal. So in essence, creating a roadmap to achieve your goal is an essential step in turning your dreams into reality practically. By defining your SMART goal, identifying the steps needed to achieve that goal, determining timelines, for example, and deadlines, and then creating a visual roadmap, you can stay on track and stay motivated in achieving the most meaningful goal. Remember, a roadmap is not set in stone, by the way. You can adjust it as you progress. The most important thing is to stay focused and committed to achieving your goals. Welcome back. Let's talk about prioritizing your tasks, right? So the importance of prioritization in productivity. Let's talk about that. Prioritization is a critical component in productivity. It involves determining which tasks or activities are most important and focusing your time and energy on them. Now, prioritization helps you to avoid getting bogged down into less important tasks, which wastes your time and reduces overall productivity. So in this lesson, I'm going to explore what prioritization is in productivity and of course provide examples on how you can prioritize effectively. So once you focus on what's important, right, prioritization helps you to focus on what's important and avoid distraction. So by identifying the most critical tasks, you can ensure that you're allocating your time and energy to the activity that will help the most significant impact on your productivity. For example, let's say you have a long list of tasks, right, to complete, including responding to emails, attending meetings, writing reports. By prioritizing your tasks, you can identify that writing reports is the most important task and allocate your time and energy accordingly. This increases efficiency when you prioritize your task. You can complete more efficiently. By focusing more, on the most important task first, you can make sure that you're using your time efficiently. Now, this can help you complete your workload quickly and reduce the amount of time spent on critical tasks. For example, imagine that you're a manager and you need to review and approve several reports. Now, by prioritizing these reports based on their importance, you can ensure that you're reviewing the most critical report first and not wasting time on less critical reports, right? This reduces stress, and prioritization can also help reduce stress, by the way, and overwhelm. Now, when you have a lot of tasks to complete, it can be challenging and you don't know where to start, right? By prioritizing your tasks, you can then break down your workload into smaller, more manageable chunks, which can reduce feelings of overwhelm and stress. For example, let's say you're a student who needs to study for an upcoming exam, right? Or complete a paper and attend a group project meeting. Now, by prioritizing your tasks, you can allocate your time and energy to each task in a more manageable way, which can reduce stress and overwhelm. So this improves decision-making when you prioritize your tasks. You're essentially making a decision about what's most important to you. Now, this can help to improve decision-making skills by forcing you to think critically what needs to be done and why it needs to be done. For example, let's say you're a business owner who needs to decide whether you need to attend a conference or a networking event. By prioritizing your tasks, you can evaluate the importance for each activity and make a more informed decision which event to attend. So once you meet those deadlines, finally, prioritization can help you meet deadlines also. By identifying the most critical tasks, you can ensure that by completing them in a timely manner can help you to meet your deadlines and avoid unnecessary stress. For example, let's say you're a writer who needs to submit an article by a specific deadline. By prioritizing your task, you can ensure that you're allocating enough time to complete the article, review it, and then make any necessary edits before the deadline. So in essence, prioritization is a critical component of productivity. It helps you to focus on what's important, increase efficiency, reduce stress and overwhelm, and improve decision-making and meeting deadlines. By prioritizing your task effectively, you can achieve your goals and maximize your productivity. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how to visualize your success. This is a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals and improve your productivity. Now, when you visualize your success, you are actually creating a mental image of yourself, how you accomplish your goals, which helps you stay motivated and focus on tasks on hand. So here are some steps to help you visualize success. First, clarify your goals. Before you start visualizing your success, it's essential to have a clear understanding on what you want to achieve. Now, identify your goals, write them down in detail. The more specific and detailed your goals are, the easier it will be for you to achieve them. Next, find a quiet place, a relaxing place. It's crucial to find a place where you would not be interrupted. Now, this could be a quiet room in your house, for example, or a peaceful outdoor center or somewhere in the office. So visualize yourself achieving the goals once you are in a relaxed state. Start visualizing achieving your goals. So imagine yourself in the future having accomplished your goal and then feeling a sense of pride and satisfaction. Use all your senses. Visualization is more powerful when you use all of your senses. So imagine the sights, sound, smell, feelings associated with achieving that goal. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, right? So imagine the feel of the wind on your face, right? And the cheering crowd and the sense of accomplishment that you'll feel once you cross that finish line. So keep daily. Visualization is absolutely essential when done daily, right? So set aside some time to visualize your success. The more you do it, the more it'll become a natural part of your routine. So take action, and visualization alone is not enough, right? So you must also take action to make them a reality. Now use your visualization as motivation to take the necessary steps to achieve your goals, but make sure you do that. Let me give you some examples on how to visualize success. Let's say your goal is to start your own business, right? So start by writing down your goals in detail, such as the type of business you want to start, your target customers, your revenue targets. Find a quiet and relaxing place, close your eyes, and then imagine yourself in future running a successful business with a number of employees. So visualize the sights, sound, feelings associated with achieving your goal. Now imagine yourself in your office, for example, talking to satisfied customers and feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment. Now repeat this visualization daily and use it as motivation to take action to start your business, such as developing a business plan or networking with potential customers. So in essence, visualizing success is a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals and improve your productivity. So if you follow these steps, you can learn how to visualize your success and use it as motivation to take action towards achieving your goals. Welcome back. Let's take a look at techniques of how to prioritize tasks, right? Now, prioritizing your tasks is important. So the first is an Eisenhower matrix, right? It divides into 4 categories based on urgency and importance. Important and urgent, important but not urgent but not important, and then neither urgent nor important. So these are the tasks that are both important and require immediate attention, such as, for example, meeting with the client. For example, include meeting work deadlines, dealing with crisis situation, for example, or responding to urgent emails. So important but not urgent. Now, these are tasks that are important but can be scheduled and done at a later time, such as long-term planning or strategic thinking. So let me give some examples, right, in this categories, including setting goals, planning a project, or networking with colleagues. Next is urgent but not important, right? Now, these are tasks that are urgent but they're not important, that do not contribute much to your long-term goals, such as distractions, interruptions. Let me give you some examples here, including unnecessary attending meetings, right, or responding to non-urgent emails or checking social media. Next, we have urgent and neither important. They're not urgent, not important, right? You can eliminate or delegate those tasks, right? So examples in this category include low priority admin related tasks, non-essential paperwork, or low value activities. So next technique is the ABC analysis, right? Which is pretty important, or it can be important, moderately important, or most important based on the impact on achieving your goals. First, these are tasks that are most important and contribute significantly to your goals. Now, examples of tasks in this category include completing a major project, for example, or meeting a critical deadline, or preparing an important presentation. Next is tasks that are moderately important, right? For example, in this area, including attending meetings, replying to non-urgent emails, or preparing team reports. And the third is tasks that are least important and can be eliminated or delegated. Examples here, for example, think of this as routine admin tasks or low-value activity and non-essential paperwork. So the ABC analysis helps you prioritize your tasks, right, by focusing on the most important and impactful tasks first and avoiding time-wasting activities that do not contribute to your goals. Next tool is Pareto analysis, right? This is the 20% of tasks that contribute to 80% of your results and focusing on those tasks. Pretty simple. This technique is based on the Pareto principle, which states that 80% of outcomes comes from 20% of the causes. For example, think about this. If you have a project that has a significant impact on your business or career, for example, the priority tasks that directly contribute to achieving your goals, think about those, right? These are the activities that generate the most revenue for your business. Tasks that have the most impact on your customers or clients. Now, Pareto analysis helps you prioritize your tasks by focusing on the most impactful tasks that can contribute significantly to your outcomes. The next is Moscow method, right? This is a popular technique for prioritizing tasks, particularly in project management. Now, as a project manager, I know that it involves categorizing tasks in 4 categories. The must-have tasks that are critical to success of your project and must be completed. Good to have, right? Or critical, must-have, but not critical, right? If resources permit, you can do them. And then there are tasks that are desirable, but not necessary, right? And they can be postponed. And then won't have means they're not necessary. It can be removed from the list altogether. So value versus effort matrix is another technique, by the way. You can, plot those tasks on a graph based on how important they are and how much time and effort they require, and then focusing on tasks with high value and low effort. Next is the frog method, right? This is the most difficult or unpleasant tasks in the morning, so you have a sense of accomplishment, right? That's what the frog method is. And then you have the unboxing, right? That includes allocating a specific amount of time to each task and focusing on completing the task within that time frame, regardless of its level of importance. And then we have the 20-20 rule technique, right? It involves the 20% of the task that produce 80% of the result, and then delegating or eliminating the remaining 80% of the tasks. The action method is another technique. It involves creating a list of tasks and then breaking down each task into specific actions that need to be taken to complete it, and then prioritizing those actions accordingly. Another technique, by the way, is analyzing your strength, which is the SWOT analysis, right? Opportunities, threats, and prioritizing tasks based on their potential and capitalize on your strengths. Improve your weaknesses, take advantage of the opportunities, and mitigate threats. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how to avoid procrastination, right? Which is the act of putting off tasks or activities that need to be completed. It's a common problem that can affect anyone, regardless of age, profession, or background. Procrastination can lead to a lot of stress, missing deadlines, and increased productivity, right? That it does happen. So in this lesson, I'm going to talk about the importance how you can avoid procrastination and give you practical tips to help you overcome this. So why is it important to avoid procrastination in productivity, right? This can have serious consequences to your productive outcomes, right? Like missing deadlines, increasing stress. So when you procrastinate, you may end up rushing to complete the task at the last minute, which can result, mistakes and, the work, non-quality work, and it will make your life harder to achieve your goals. How do you avoid it? Okay, so break those tasks down into smaller tasks. One of the main reasons why people procrastinate is that they feel overwhelmed on the size of the task overhand. To avoid this, try breaking the task into smaller, more manageable steps. Now this can help you stay focused and motivated as you can see progress of each completed step. So for example, let's say you have to write a report for work. Now instead of looking at the entire report as one big task, just break it down into smaller tasks such as researching, outlining, drafting. Okay? This will help you stay focused and motivated throughout the entire process of report writing. And set realistic deadlines, and setting deadlines for yourself avoids procrastination. But it's important to set realistic deadlines, right, that you can realistically achieve. Now, setting unrealistic deadlines can certainly lead to more procrastination and more stress. For example, let's say you have to write a report for work that is due in 2 weeks. Now, instead of waiting until the last minute, set smaller deadlines throughout those 2 weeks, such as completing the research by the end of the first week and then drafting the report by the end of the second week. And use a timer, by the way. This can help you stay focused and motivated. Set a timer for a specific amount of time and focus on the task. You may have a watch right on your desk. This can help you avoid distraction and stay on task. For example, let's say you need to clean your house, right? Set a timer for 30 minutes and focus on cleaning and just cleaning. Then take a break and set the timer again for another 30 minutes. Eliminate distractions because that can be a major source of procrastination. To avoid distraction, try eliminating them as much as possible. Now, this may mean turning off your phone, closing your email inbox, or working in a quiet room. For example, let's say you need to work on a project for work. Turn off your phone, close all unnecessary tabs on your computer. I know, they're pretty open. This helps you to stay focused on the task at hand. And reward yourself. This helps you stay motivated and avoid procrastination. Set a goal for yourself and then reward yourself when you achieve it. Celebrate it. And this could be simple as taking a break or treating yourself that you enjoy. For example, let's say you have to complete a project for work. Now, when you finish the project, treat yourself to a nice dinner or a night out with friends. So in essence, procrastination can be a major obstacle to productivity, but it's possible to overcome it. I've demonstrated the techniques, right? By using the steps and examples, you can stay focused and motivated, avoid distractions, and achieve your goals. And remember to break tasks into smaller steps, set realistic deadlines, and use a timer, eliminate distractions. And by implementing these strategies, you can increase your productivity and achieve success. Let's take a look at how to break down complex tasks into manageable steps, which is a crucial skill in being productive. Now, it can help you overcome feelings of overwhelm, reduce stress, and ultimately lead to better results. So in this lesson, I'm going to talk about how to break down tasks and provide actionable tips how to do it effectively. First, let's talk about why breaking down tasks is important. Now, when faced with a complex task, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and not know where to start. Fairly common. Now, of course, this leads to procrastination, which I've already talked about. But breaking those tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks or steps makes your life easier, builds momentum, and ultimately achieve your goal. Now, one way to break down tasks is to use a process called chunking, right? This involves breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. For example, let's say you need to write a 20-page research paper. Now, instead of sitting down and trying to write the entire paper at once, you could break it down into smaller chunks, such as, for example, researching the topic itself, aligning the paper, writing the introduction part only, right? And then writing the body paragraph, and then writing the conclusion, right? And then give time for revisions. So all these are tasks that you broke into smaller chunks, right? Each part can be attacked individually without feeling overwhelmed. Another technique for breaking tasks down is mind mapping. Now this involves creating a visual representation in your mind and breaking it down into smaller components. For example, if you need to plan a party, you can create a mind map with branches, right? Things like venue, guest list, food, drinks, right? Whatever. That's really all the branches for that particular event. So from there, you can break down each branch into further branches or further components. For example, under food and drinks, you can include sub-branches like appetizers, entrees, desserts, and drinks. You get the idea, right? Another technique, let me give you another technique, is called mind mapping, which I just talked about now. This is a visual representation of a task and breaking it down into smaller components. So breaking down tasks can help you identify any potential roadblocks or challenges. By breaking them down into smaller tasks, you can identify obstacles and come up with a plan to overcome them. For example, now if you're working on a software development project, breaking it down into smaller tasks can help you identify any potential bugs or issues and then come up with a plan to address them. Now that you know why breaking down is important, let's talk about how to do it effectively. So I'm going to give you some tips here. So you start with the end goal in mind. That's your first tip. When breaking down a task, it's important to have a clear understanding on what you want to achieve. Now this will help you, break the task down into smaller, more manageable tasks that will ultimately lead to the end goal. So chunking or mind mapping, for example, right, as I discussed all these techniques, can be effective for breaking down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Prioritize those steps then. Once you've broken the task down into smaller steps, it's important to prioritize based on their importance and urgency. Now this is going to help you stay focused, make progress towards your end goal. And be flexible, okay? Sometimes unexpected things happen, plans change, something comes up. It's important to be flexible and then adjust your plan as required. Celebrate small victories. Breaking a complex task into smaller steps, for example, can make it easier to see progress. Celebrate small victories along the way to help maintain motivation and momentum. So in essence, breaking down complex tasks into manageable tasks is an important skill in enhancing your productivity. You can use techniques such as chunking, mind mapping, prioritizing steps, and staying flexible. You can make progress towards your goal without feeling overwhelmed. So next time you're faced with a daunting task, take a deep breath, break it down into smaller steps, and get started. Welcome back. Let's talk about time management techniques as an important part in productivity, right? And I'm going to talk about different strategies. So in today's fast-paced world, effective time management has become essential to achieve success in both personal and professional life. Proper time management enables individuals to prioritize tasks, stay focused, and then accomplish their goals efficiently. But managing time effectively can be challenging, and often people struggle to complete their tasks within a given time frame. Now, this is why it's essential to develop strategies for effective time management. Prioritizing tasks is crucial to effective time management. To do that, it's important to create a to-do list, right? And just rank those tasks in order of importance. Start with the most important task first and then move on to less important tasks. Now this ensures that the most critical tasks are completed first and deadlines are met on time. For example, if you are a student, prioritizing your assignments and studying for exam should be your top priority. Now after that, you can move on to less important tasks such as socializing or participating in extracurricular activities. You can create a schedule, helps in effective time management by allocating, time slots or, allocating time stops. This ensures that every task is completed in a given time frame. So a schedule also helps in setting deadlines and preventing procrastination. For example, let's say if you're a freelancer, you can create a schedule that includes the time required for completing each task, deadlines, and breaks. Now this will help you to complete your work efficiently and prevent burnout. Use time management tools, and there are several time management tools available, by the way, that can help you to manage time more effectively. And these tools from simple to-do list, from complex project management software, and these tools can help you scheduling tasks, tracking progress, managing deadlines. For example, tools like Trello or Asana are useful for managing complex projects, assigning tasks to team members, and then tracking their progress. Similarly, tools like Rescue Time help manage distractions and staying focused on tasks. So avoid multitasking. That could be a good way, right? Because you want to stay focused on a single task one at a time. So multitasking divides attention between tasks. Unless you are a multitasker, this basically increases the time required to complete the task. For example, if you are writing an important report, it's best to focus on entirely without multitasking. Now this will ensure that the report is of high quality and it is completed within the given time frame. Take breaks, right? It's essential to take breaks for effective time management. Now breaks help in refreshing the mind, reducing stress, and increasing productivity. It is important to take short breaks between tasks to prevent burnout. For example, if you're working on a project for an extended period of time, taking a short break every hour can help reduce stress and refreshes your mind. This will increase your productivity and enable you to complete the task more efficiently. And set realistic goals, okay? This is also critical for effective time management. Unrealistic goals lead to stress, burnout, and missing deadlines. So setting achievable goals helps you stay motivated, reduces stress, and then complete tasks more efficiently. For example, if you are a freelancer, one more time, setting a realistic target for completing a project will help you avoid stress and meet your deadline, right? So, delegating tasks, another area where you can take a look into, right? Very important. Delegating tasks to others enables individuals to focus on important tasks and manage time more efficiently. For example, if you're a manager, let's say delegating tasks to team members based on their skills and expertise can help you complete the tasks more efficiently. So in essence, effective time management is essential for achieving success in both personal and professional life. By implementing these strategies, you can effectively manage your time and achieve your goals. Remember, time is a valuable resource, and it's up to you how you want to use effectively. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how to avoid distractions and staying focused. So, in today's world, distractions are everywhere. Whether it's social media, email, phone notifications, or coworkers, there are countless things that allow you to disrupt your focus. Now, it's no wonder that staying focused is a major challenge for many people. So the good news is that there are strategies that you can use to avoid distractions and stay focused. So I'm going to give you the most effective ones. First, identify your biggest distraction. The first step in avoiding distraction is to identify what they are. Take some time to think about what distracts you the most. Is it your phone? Social media, for example? Coworkers? Friends? Whatever. Once you identify the biggest distraction, you can take steps to avoid them. So create a distraction-free environment. Once you have identified your biggest distraction, create an environment that minimizes the distraction. For example, if your phone is your major distraction, put it on silent and out of sight. Coworkers are distracting you, consider working in a private area or wearing noise-canceling headphones. Use a timer. Now, setting a timer can be a great way to stay focused. Set a timer for a specific amount of time, say 25 minutes, and work on a task until the timer goes off. Now, this technique is called the Pomodoro technique and can be a great way to avoid distractions and stay focused. Taking breaks is another effective way. It's important for staying focused, right? Now, when you work for long periods of time without a break, your productivity decreases. Taking short breaks, even just a few minutes, can help you recharge and stay focused. Now, prioritize your tasks, right? One of the best ways to avoid distractions is to prioritize your tasks. Now, when you have a clear idea of what you need to accomplish, it's easier to stay focused. Make a list of the most important tasks and work on them first. Now, this will help you Stay on track and avoid getting sidetracked by less important tasks. Now use technology to your advantage, right? Technology is great, even though it can be a major distraction, but at the same time it can be a great tool for you to stay focused. Many apps and tools that can help you avoid distraction and stay focused. For example, there are apps that block social media and other websites for a set amount of time. You can also practice mindfulness, which is a practice of being present and focused in the moment. When you're mindful, you're better able to avoid distraction and stay focused on the task at hand. Now, you can practice mindfulness through meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings. Staying organized is good, which is essential for avoiding distractions. Now, when your workspace is cluttered and disorganized, it's harder to focus. Take some time out to organize your workspace and then create a system for keeping everything in a certain place. Next is get enough sleep, by the way. Sleep is essential for enhancing productivity. So make sure that you're getting enough sleep each night to help you stay alert and focused throughout the day. Also, set boundaries, right? And it's important to set boundaries to avoid distractions. For example, if you work from home, set clear boundaries with family members or roommates about what you need to be or you need to be left alone to work. By implementing these strategies, you can avoid distractions and then stay focused on the task at hand. Now, it takes practice, by the way, and discipline, but the payoff is excellent and a greater sense of accomplishment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at multitasking versus single tasking. So it's not uncommon for people to accomplish or do multiple tasks at once, right? This practice is known as multitasking, and it is a hallmark of productivity. But recent studies have shown that multitasking can actually be detrimental to productivity and overall effectiveness. So in contrast, single tasking, focusing on one task at a time, has been shown to be more effective in achieving goals and boosting productivity. Multitasking can be tempting because it feels like you're getting more done, right? And you might be checking your email while on a conference call or responding to text messages, right? But research, again, has shown that multitasking can actually reduce productivity up to 40%, as it requires you to constantly shift your attention from one task to the other. Now this, certainly loses focus, right? And ultimately takes longer to complete each task. In contrast, single tasking involves focusing on one task at a time with full attention for that task, right? So you can achieve a state of flow, a mental state. You're fully immersed in the task at hand and become more efficient. I'm going to give you some strategies for effective single tasking. First, prioritize your task. Identify the most important task and focus on completing that first. Now, this can help you avoid feeling overwhelmed and ensure that you're making progress on the most critical item. Eliminate distractions, right? I talked about those in previous lessons. It reduces productivity. So get rid of them. Consider turning off your phone, closing your email inbox, and then finding a quiet space to work. And I also talked about mindfulness, right? Which is the practice of being present and fully engaged in that moment. It can help you stay focused and avoid getting sidetracked by thoughts or distractions. And of course, breaking tasks into smaller tasks. I talked about that also earlier, right? Into smaller, manageable steps. This can help you stay focused and motivated at the same time and gives you a clear sense of progress. Use time blocking. That's something new. This is a specific time block to focus on specific tasks. Now, this can help you stay on track and avoid the temptation to switch between one task or the other. Taking breaks can actually improve your productivity by allowing your brain to rest and recharge. Now, consider taking a short walk, doing some stretches, or simply taking a few deep breaths. In essence, while multitasking may seem like a good idea, it can actually reduce productivity and effectiveness. Instead, try single tasking by focusing on one task at a time with full attention and intention. By using these strategies that I just talked about, you can improve your focus and productivity and overall well-being. Let's talk about the Pomodoro technique. It's a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo in the 1980s. It is a simple yet powerful technique that can help you stay focused and improve your productivity and reduce the stress at work. Now, the technique involves breaking down work into intervals, typically 25 minutes long, separated by a short break. And here's how the technique really works. So let's say you have a task you want to accomplish. Start by selecting a task that needs to be done and make sure it is something that can be completed in one Pomodoro session, usually 25 minutes. Set the timer for 25 minutes and start working on the task. Now, during this time, focus only on the task at hand and avoid any distraction or interruption. Work until the timer goes off. Work on the task until the timer goes off, right? Now, if you finish the task before the timer goes off, use the remaining time to review the work or take a short break. So, taking a short break when the timer goes off, take a short break for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, during this time, stretch, move around, take a walk, do something else that is not work-related. And then repeat this process for 3 or 4 Pomodoro sessions, and then take a longer break for 15 to 30 minutes. Now that I've talked about the basic steps, I want to dive deeper into the applications of the Pomodoro technique. First is increased focus and productivity. By breaking down into shorter intervals, the Pomodoro technique helps you stay focused on the task at hand. Now, you're less likely to be distracted by emails, notifications, or other interruptions, right? And more likely to complete your work more efficiently. Reduce stress and burnout, right? It also helps that, by the way. It helps you reduce stress and prevent burnout by allowing you to take short breaks between work intervals. Now, this can help you recharge and be more productive in the long run. It also improves time management, by the way. This Pomodoro technique helps time management, right? By focusing on one task at a time, you're less likely to waste time on unimportant tasks or get sidetracked by distractions. Next is enhanced motivation. This technique helps you stay motivated by providing a sense of accomplishment after each Pomodoro session. The short intervals and breaks can also help you stay energized and engaged throughout the day. Now, let's take a look at some examples of how the Pomodoro technique can be applied in various settings. So, writing, for example. If you're a writer, you can use the Pomodoro technique to break down your writing into manageable chunks. For example, you can set a timer for 25 minutes and focus on writing one paragraph during that particular time. Now, after each Pomodoro session, take a short break to stretch, walk around, and then come back, continue for the next Pomodoro session. Let me give you another example, like studying. Students can use that. For example, you can set a timer for 25 minutes, focus on studying one section of your textbook during that time. Now, after each Pomodoro session, take a short break to review your notes or to do something else that is not related to studying. Another example is workouts, right? It certainly applies to workouts. For example, you can set a timer for 25 minutes and do a specific exercise or set of exercises during that time only. Now, after each Pomodoro session, take a short break to rest and hydrate, and then continue with the next Pomodoro session. Now, in essence, this technique is a powerful tool for managing time and increasing productivity. By breaking work into manageable 25-minute intervals with regular breaks in between, it helps to reduce distractions, improve focus, right? This technique is easy to implement, and you can use it for any type of task or project. But it's important to note that the Pomodoro technique may not work for everyone, by the way. Some people may prefer to work at longer stretches or have a different working style. It's essential to experiment and find what works best for you. Overall, this technique is a valuable addition to any productivity toolkit. By combining it with other strategies, such as goal setting and prioritization, you can achieve higher levels of productivity and success in both your personal and professional life. Welcome back. Let's talk about how to manage your energy to boost your productivity. So understanding the role of energy in productivity is also critical. Energy is a critical component in productivity, and understanding its role is essential to achieve high levels of efficiency and success, right? So I'm going to go ahead and explore the relationship between energy and productivity and how you can maximize your energy to increase your productivity. Now, what is energy? It's really a physical and mental capacity to complete a task, focus on goals, and then staying motivated. It comes from various sources such as food, exercise, sleep, emotional well-being. Now, the quality and quantity of energy is really to perform tasks effectively, right, and efficiently. So when your energy levels are low, you may feel lethargic and uninterested and demotivated. Now, on the other hand, if your energy levels are high, you feel energized, motivated, and driven to achieve your goals. So, it's essential to understand how to manage your energy levels to increase your productivity. So, let's take a look at some strategies how you can boost your energy to improve your productivity. First is get enough sleep, because sleep really rejuvenates your body and mind, right? Getting enough sleep can help you feel more energized and focused throughout the entire day. Now, aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep time. Second is a balanced diet. Now, a healthy diet provides the body with the necessary nutrients to function correctly. Now, eating a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, water, proteins, and complex carbohydrates can certainly boost your energy levels and improves productivity. And third, exercise regularly, right? It releases endorphins, which are natural energy boosters. Now, regular exercise can help improve energy levels, reduce stress, and then enhance focus. And next is manage stress. Well, definitely high stress depletes the energy levels, right? So implementing stress management techniques such as maybe deep breathing, meditation, yoga, or whatever, right? Just relaxing your mind to boost your energy. And then we have taking breaks. It helps prevent burnouts and increases the energy levels. Now, breaks can be short, such as a quick walk, stretching sessions, or longer, such as taking a day off to relax and recharge yourself. Next is setting boundaries around your work and personal life. Now, this can help provide energy, depletion, right? So try not to work on things that do not align with your priorities, right? And then also surround yourself with positivity, because negativity can drain your energy levels, which is going to hurt your productivity. Surround yourself with positive people and environments to improve and boost your mood and energy levels. By incorporating these strategies that I just talked about, can help you maximize your energy levels and then increase your productivity. It is essential to understand that energy levels can fluctuate throughout the entire day, right? And then it's important to be mindful of your energy levels and adjust accordingly. For example, if you're feeling low on energy in the morning, you may want to tackle less demanding tasks, right? And save more challenging tasks when your energy levels are at their peak. Similarly, if you're feeling energized in the afternoon, you may want to use that time to work on more complex tasks. So, in essence, understanding the role of energy in productivity is essential for achieving high levels of efficiency and success. By implementing these strategies to boost your energy levels, you can improve your productivity, focus, and motivation. Remember, energy is a valuable resource, and it is essential to manage it effectively to achieve your goals and live a fulfilling life. Welcome back. Let's talk about how do you identify the energy levels throughout the day, right? Now, energy levels can fluctuate throughout the day, and we know that, right? And knowing that when you are the most energized, you can use that time to work on complex tasks. So let's take a look at what are some of the tasks, right? First, record a journal. So you can then record what times of the day you have the most energy levels and the most low energy levels, right? Write down how you feel when you wake up, after breakfast, mid-morning, afternoon, lunch, and evening. You can also note down what you're actually doing before you felt a change in energy levels. Second is pay attention to your body, because sometimes your body gives a clear signal when your energy levels are low. Do you really sometimes get a headache or feel lethargic or trouble concentrating at a certain time of the day? Now, these can be signs that your energy levels are dropping. So we can use a productivity tracking app, and there are several apps out there that track your energy levels throughout your day. Now, they use algorithms to track your physical, energy levels, right? And then tell you when you're most productive. You can also take a note of your sleep patterns. How many hours do you sleep? When do you wake up? And if you find that you're consistently tired at a certain time of the day, it could be because you're not getting enough sleep. Next, you can also experiment and try scheduling your tasks in different times of the day when you're most productive. For example, if you find that you have a burst of energy after breakfast, schedule, like I said, the most challenging task for that time. Now, understanding your own energy levels can help you schedule tasks that maximizes your productivity. And paying attention to your body and experimenting with different schedules, you can certainly identify different times of the day when you're most energized and then use that time effectively. Let's take a look at some of the techniques. How do you manage your energy levels, right? Now, this can have a significant impact on your productivity. So let's take a look at some techniques that will help you. First, like I said, mentioned earlier also, get enough sleep. That helps balance your energy levels. And sleep deprivation can have a negative impact on concentration and overall health. Make sure to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Next is exercise. It's always beneficial to be physically fit, okay? And not only physically, but mental also. And it can help you feel more energetic and focused and motivated. Now, you don't have to do anything intense, right? Just a simple walk or maybe light jogging, and that will help you boost. And then, of course, well-balanced diet also helps, right? Sometimes we kind of like ignore this aspect, but eating foods high in sugar and fat can make you feel sluggish and tired, whereas foods high in protein and fiber will give you energy throughout the day. Taking short breaks is also very, very essential. I've seen, and I've been sometimes a victim myself, where you sit at a desk and you just sit there for hours and hours. Well, it does not help, right? So you need to basically take breaks, short breaks, long breaks, whatever you feel, okay? And avoid overworking yourself. And this can lead to burnout, which can certainly have a negative impact on your energy levels and overall productivity. So taking breaks is sort of like self-care also, okay? And maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Another important point is dehydration. So make sure you drink enough water throughout the day to stay hydrated and maintain your energy levels as the day progresses. Because if you do not hydrate yourself, what's going to happen is going to drain your entire body and continuously take your energy levels at an extreme low point. So practicing, for example, the technique is mindfulness, yoga, meditation can help regulate your natural body and help you feel more energized and alert. Now, if possible, try to work in a space with natural light, because getting some sun will give you some essential vitamins, right? So identify the times of the day when you feel more energized and then prioritize your most important tasks during those times. Save less important tasks for when your energy levels are maybe lower, right? And then practicing positive thinking can help you, feel more motivated and energized. Try to focus on the positive aspects of your work or study or whatever you're doing. By implementing these techniques, you can manage and increase your energy levels, which can certainly have a significant impact on productivity and overall well-being. Remember to prioritize self-care and listen to your body to ensure that you're performing at your best. Let's talk about importance of rest and relaxation. So many people overlook this particular aspect. Now, we live in a society that glorifies being busy and constantly working, but this mentality can be detrimental to our overall well-being and productivity. So in this lesson, I'm going to explore and give you proven practical tips and techniques how to increase your productivity. So rest and relaxation are essential for maintaining good health and well-being. Now, it's a time for our bodies and minds to recharge and recover from the stresses of daily life. Now, when you don't take enough time to rest and relax, you may experience burnout, fatigue, and reduced productivity as a result. Now, research has shown that rest and relaxation can have a significant impact on our physical and mental health. It can help to reduce stress level, improve cognitive function, and then boost our immune system. Now, it also improves mood, overall sense of well-being, right? And one of the most important things to consider when it comes to rest and relaxation is finding a balance that works for you. Now, this may mean taking regular breaks throughout the day, scheduling downtime for yourself, or incorporating relaxation techniques into your daily routine, and everyone is different. So let me give you some practical tips and techniques. How do you actually incorporate rest and relaxation into your life? Like I said, taking regular breaks, and I keep stressing this option, right? Because this really helps. You take short breaks, long breaks, depending on how you gauge your own body and how you sort of like work throughout the day. Taking a short walk, taking exercises, short exercises, taking deep breaths. These are really, really helpful because this is a powerful technique, and many times we ignore this particular aspect while we're working and we're focusing on a certain task so much that we actually forget to take breaks. So these are helpful to boost your productivity. And then getting enough sleep is another area that I talked about in the previous lessons also, because sometimes we just sleep 4 hours, 5 hours, or we wake up in the middle of the night, right? And then we just can't go back to sleep. Well, that's really going to be detrimental when the day begins, because that's not going to help increase productivity, rather make you feel lethargic, and you'll have low energy levels because you did not get enough sleep. So do something you enjoy. Taking time to do something you enjoy can certainly reduce the stress and anxiety, right? So whether it's reading a book, listening to music, or spending time with friends and families, make sure to prioritize activities that make you happy and relaxed. So prioritizing relaxation, just like you would prioritize work and other important tasks, right? It's important to prioritize relaxation in your daily routine. You can also schedule time for relaxation, right? So you know exactly when there's a time for me to relax, to practice yoga or whatever. So in essence, rest and relaxation is essential to maintaining good health and increasing productivity, right? And you need to prioritize this as you work along and you manage your entire day. It improves the cognitive function. And remember to find the balance that is right for you, because each one of us are different. And that works for you. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how do we get organized, right? Or how to create an organized workspace. Now, creating an organized workspace, I'm going to give you tips and strategies. Because if you're finding yourself a cluttered desk, struggling to focus in a disorganized environment, well, guess what? Having an organized workspace can help increase your productivity. Let me give you some tips and strategies to help you create an organized workspace. Clear out the clutter. The first step in getting an organized workspace is clear the clutter. Get rid of anything that is unnecessary, like I have on my desk, right? Nothing. File away all the paperwork. If it's no longer needed, throw away old pens, broken gadgets, and recycle any unnecessary paper. Prioritize essential items. Once you have cleared the clutter, it's important to prioritize the essential items. For example, keep the things you use most frequently within easy reach, like your laptops, phones, notepad, and less frequently items in drawers or in shelves. Create a filing system. One of the keys to have an organized workspace is have a good filing system. Use folders, binders, boxes on your laptops or otherwise that are easy to find. Label everything clearly and keep similar items together. Now these, you can use desk organizers, for example. They can help your workspace tidy and reduces clutter, right? Use trays, holders for pens, paper clips, and other small items that you use regularly, right? For example, you can use a letter tray for incoming and outgoing docs, okay? Planner is another important, help you stay organized in tasks, right? And you can use to keep track of appointments, deadlines, tasks. You can also use a make to-do list, right? Prioritizing tasks based on urgency and important. You can also minimize distractions. Now set up your workspace to minimize distractions. Position your desk away from noisy areas or use noise-canceling headphones, right? And keep your phone on silent. This is very important, right? Because you get notifications all the time. So keep it clean also. It helps you stay focused and reduces stress. And of course, make sure your desk is clean and keep cleaning supplies within reach, right? Write down your keyboard and make sure they're free of, fingerprints or whatever, because it kind of helps you feel good, right? Let me give you an example. Imagine you're working at home and you have a designated space, but you're struggling to focus, right? Because it's cluttered and disorganized. What do? Well, your computer and phone are buried under stacks of paper, sticky notes, and you cannot find, important documents. Here are some steps how you can actually create an organized workspace. First, like I said, clear the clutter. Get rid of everything that is unnecessary. Step 2, prioritize essential items such as your computer, phone, notepad by keeping them within easy reach. Step 3, create a filing system to make sure that your documents and folders are organized. Step 4, use desk organizers such as trays, holders, so that everything that you need is right within reach and you don't have to look here and there. Step 5 is keep a planner to make sure you meet deadlines. Make to-do lists, right? Prioritizing your tasks based on urgency and importance. Step 6, minimize distractions by positioning your desk, which is less noisy, or using other noise-canceling headphones, right? Keep your phone silent, and that's probably the most important, right? Step 7, keep your workspace clean, making sure it's dust-free, because that kind of helps, sometimes you get allergies, right? So if you follow these steps, you can create an organized workspace that can help you be more productive and reduce stress. Remember, an organized workspace certainly gives you mental clarity that eventually leads to increasing your productivity. So take the time to create a workspace that works for you, and then watch your productivity go up. Let's talk about importance of decluttering. Why do we need this, right? Because if you have a workspace that is cluttered, it can be a tedious task, right? But it has a significant impact on your overall well-being and productivity. A cluttered space can affect your mental and physical health and increase stress, by the way. And that will have a negative impact on productivity. So I'm going to explore and tell you exactly how to declutter effectively. First, cluttering can have a positive impact on your mental health, and sometimes we don't know about this, right? It sort of like helps you feel less anxious, right? But if you have a cluttered desk, you're going to have a difficult time. So by removing unnecessary items from your space, you can create a more peaceful and calm environment. Now this can help reduce stress and anxiety, right? Because it increases overall happiness and well-being because, hey, things are simple. Decluttering can have a positive impact on your mental health, right? But on the other hand, if you have a cluttered space, you can have hazards and other issues, right? A cluttered space can also, by the way, impact your posture because you're sitting and you're reaching out to certain things and they're far away and trying to find it, right? So you're expending more energy rather, right? So decluttering can also help increase your productivity. When your space is cluttered, it'll be difficult to find what you need, which can waste time and energy. Now, by organizing your space, you can create a more efficient and productive environment, and then this can help you work more effectively and then achieve your goals faster. Now that you understand the importance, let's take a look at some examples how to declutter effectively. Now, one effective technique is to start small. For example, instead of trying to declutter the entire space at once, start with one area. Now, this can help make your tasks more manageable and less overwhelming. Another technique is to sort items in categories, right? So for example, you can create piles for items that you want to keep, donate, or throw away. And be honest with yourself what you really need and use. Now, if you haven't used an item in a year or more, it's likely that you don't need it. You can also use the one in, one out rule. So for every new item that you bring into your space, remove one old or unnecessary item, and that's a great technique. This can help prevent clutter from building up again in future. And then finally, consider the benefits of digital decluttering, right? Digital clutter can just be overwhelming as physical clutter, right? So take your time to organize your digital files, delete unnecessary emails, unnecessary documents, and clean up your desktop. This can certainly help make more efficient and productive environment. So in essence, decluttering is an essential aspect in maintaining your happiness and productive life. It can have a positive impact on your mental and physical health and increase your productivity and create a more efficient working space. Now, by starting small and sorting items into categories, using one in, one out rule, for example, considering digital decluttering, you can make sure that you use these techniques to declutter your workspace. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the techniques of organizing your digital life, right? Because in today's world, it's really, really fast-paced. So digital clutter can be overwhelming and causes stress and anxiety, which can negatively impact your productivity. Now, organizing your digital life, right, can help you improve focus, increase efficiency, and reduce stress. So, I'm going to give you some techniques how to organize your digital life, right, and give you practical examples. So start with the digital declutter. Before you start organizing your digital life, you need to sort of like organize your digital space, right? How do you do that? Well, delete any unnecessary emails, tasks, or clean up your desktop. That's the first step. Organize your files into folders. Now, this can help you free up space on your device and make it easier to find what you're looking for. Or you can use cloud-based storage. That's another technique, such as Dropbox, Google Drive, or OneDrive, to help keep your files organized and accessible from anywhere. Now, you can create folders to store your files and easily share with others. Now, these services can also automatically back up and sync your files, which is essential if your computer crashes or something happens. You can also use productivity apps, and there are many, many out there, right, that can help you stay organized and focused. For example, Evernote is an example. It helps you take notes and make to-do lists and organize your ideas. Trello is another app that kind of, create boards and organize tasks and track progress. Now, these apps can be a great way to keep all your tasks and ideas in one place. You can also implement a filing system, right? Like a naming hierarchy, and make it organized and make it easier to find what you need. For example, you can create folders for each project and then store relevant files, and then create subfolders and so forth, right? You can use labels to make it easier to search for specific files. You can practice inbox zero, right? For example, make sure your inbox stays empty, because regularly deleting unnecessary emails or spam emails or marketing emails, or creating filters to automatically sort emails into different folders. Now, this can help you reduce the time that you spend on emails and focus rather on other tasks. You can schedule regular digital decluttering. Take the time out to, and it's important to, by the way, allocate the time to make sure you do that, right? Schedule a regular time, like once a month. Go through your files, emails, apps, and then delete any unnecessary that you haven't used. Now, this can help you stay organized and avoid feeling overwhelmed by digital clutter. So in essence, organizing your digital life is certainly essential, right? And improves productivity and reduces stress. Now, these techniques, such as decluttering, cloud-based storage, utilizing storage or productivity apps, implementing filing system, practicing inbox zero, scheduling regular digital decluttering, for example, all these techniques, and if you implement these in your life, you can create a more efficient and productive digital environment. How do you stay organized with the productivity system, right? So let's talk about that. Now, we live in a fast-paced world. It's not easy to work with multiple tasks, deadlines, appointments. So the key to staying on top of everything is having a productivity system. Now, what is it, right? It's a set of tools and techniques and processes that help you manage your time, prioritize your tasks, and then stay organized. So, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about the benefits of having a productivity system and how do you actually create a productivity system. Also talk about the benefits, right? So, for example, it helps you stay organized, reduces stress, increases your efficiency, okay? Now, it also enables you to manage your time more effectively, prioritize your tasks, and then stay on track with your goals. Now, with a productivity system in place, you can avoid distractions, stay focused, and get more done in less time. Creating a productivity system to create a, what do you need? You need to start by identifying your goals and priorities. Make a list of everything that you need to accomplish and then categorize them into different groups. For example, you can create a category for work-related tasks, personal projects, and then long-term goals. Once you have identified those goals and priorities, you can then start to organize into a productivity system. Now, there are several tools and techniques that you can actually use. For example, to-do lists. Simple to-do list is a simple but effective way to manage your tasks. Write down everything that you need to do, prioritize them based on importance, and then cross them off as you complete them. Next is calendar. It helps you keep your appointments, meetings, and deadlines. Use a digital calendar to set reminders and alerts so you do not miss an important event. Third, there's like project management tools. If you have complex project, you can consider using PM tools, right? Such as Trello, Asana, or Microsoft Project, right? Now they break down complex tasks into smaller tasks, subtasks, and assign deadlines and times, right? Next is time blocking, which is pretty effective. This technique helps you stay focused, reduce distractions, and manage your time more effectively. Next is digital file organization. So if you're working with digital files, you can create a system for organizing them. Use folders, subfolders to categorize your files. Make sure you use naming conventions and back up your data regularly. For example, a productivity system in action. Let's say you're a freelance writer working from home. Now, your productivity system may include a to-do list of articles that you need to write, a calendar, deadlines, and a project management tool to manage your assignments. Now, you may also use time blocking to allocate specific hours dedicated to writing and then keep track of your research and notes. Or, give me another example. Suppose you're a student and you have classes and assignments, right? Now, your productivity system may include a to-do list of readings and assignments, for example, a calendar of test dates, and a project management tool to break down your essays and research papers. Now, you may also use time blocking to allocate specific hours within a day for studying, right? And digital file organization to keep track of your notes and research. So, in essence, staying organized within a productivity system that can help you manage your time, reduces stress, and of course, increases your efficiency, right? By creating a productivity system that works for you, you can stay on top of your goals and achieve more in less time. Now, whether you're a student, freelancer, entrepreneur, business owner, a productivity system can help you take control of your life and achieve your full potential. Welcome back. Let's talk about the relationship between productivity and creativity. So productivity and creativity are often seen as opposing forces. But one is about efficiency, while the other is about exploration and experimentation. But these two concepts are actually interconnected and can enhance each other when you work together. So productivity can create the space and structure for creativity to flourish, right? But we have an organized workspace, a clear schedule, and a system for managing tasks and priorities. You can free up mental space to focus on creative pursuits. Let me give an example. If you're an artist, having a set schedule and routine can help you make time for creative time, without distraction of other tasks or obligations. On the other hand, creativity can also boost productivity, right? Think about this. When you approach a task with a creative mindset, you may be able to find more innovative solutions or come up with new and efficient ways of completing tasks. For example, if you're trying to organize your workspace, taking a creative approach, you might find new ways to store your material or coming up with unique layout that inspires you to work more efficiently. So, how can you foster productive and creative mindset? Let me give you some tips. First, take breaks. It may seem counterintuitive, but taking regular breaks can actually boost productivity and creativity. Giving your mind a chance to rest and recharge can also help you come back to the task with a fresh perspective and, of course, renewed energy. Or you can also take a short walk, do some meditation, right? Or do something different. Now, another thing is constraints, right? It actually spurs creativity if you think outside the box, whether it's a limited budget, a tight deadline, for example, or a specific set of requirements. Try to see constraints as opportunities to flex your creative muscles. And surround yourself with inspirations, whether it's artwork, music, or something that inspires you, right? So surround yourself so that it boosts or enhances your creativity and keeps you motivated and focused on your goals. You can also take experiments, right? Or do experimentation. Don't be afraid to try new things or a new approach to a project or maybe an absolutely different creative approach to a certain project, right? New ways of thinking. You can also collaborate, and working with others can certainly bring new ideas on your table, right? So consider collaborating with other creatives or seeking feedback from trusted sources. So, in essence, productivity and creativity are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they can work together to help achieve your goals and unlock your full potential. So by embracing both productivity and creativity, you can find a balance that works for you and then, of course, take your work to new heights. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how you can boost your creativity, and I'm going to give you lots of techniques, right? So we know that productivity is an essential component. So when you're creative, you're able to come up with new and innovative ideas that can help you solve problems, complete tasks more efficiently, and ultimately achieve your goals. But sometimes you may find yourself struggling to tap into your creative side. Fortunately, there are several techniques that you can use to boost your creativity and then get your creative juices flowing. Like I mentioned earlier, taking short breaks is absolutely a powerful technique. So when you step away from a task, you actually allow your mind to rest and recharge. Now this can help you approach the task from a fresh perspective when you return to the table. Also, you can try taking a walk or just do some deep breathing or close your eyes and just sort of like having a few seconds of deep breaths, right? So these techniques are very, very powerful. It helps you generate new ideas. Another thing you can do is start by writing down the task that you're trying to solve, right? And then write down as many ideas that you wish to solve to complete that task, no matter how crazy and unrealistic they may seem. So once you have a long list of ideas, you can then start to narrow them down and refine them. Mind mapping is another powerful technique that you can use that can help you generate new ideas. For example, start by writing down an essential idea, right, in the center of a piece of paper. Then draw branches out from the central idea and then write down related ideas or sub-problems on each branch. Now keep branching out and connecting ideas until you have a web of ideas that work together. Experimentation, sometimes the best way to boost your creativity is to simply experiment with new things. Try new things and see what works for you. Now this could be experimenting with new techniques, for example, new tools, or new ways of approaching a certain task. The key here is to be open to try new things and not be afraid of being failure. Collaboration and also is an excellent way to boost your creativity. Working with others can help you see things from a different perspective and generate new ideas. Try brainstorming with a group, maybe a focus group, working on a project with a partner, or simply bouncing off ideas off of someone else. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're a graphic designer working on a new project. Now you're feeling stuck and struggling to come up with new ideas. You decide to take a break and then just simply go out for a walk outside. As you walk, you start to notice the colors around you, the patterns around you of trees and whatnot. You snap a few pictures from your phone, come back to your desk feeling refreshed and inspired. Or, let me give another example. You're a writer working on a novel. You hit a roadblock and struggling to come up with new ideas for your character. Now, you decide to do mind mapping and start by writing the name of your protagonist in the center of a piece of paper. Now you branch out from there, writing down related characters, conflicts, and then plot points. As you continue to branch out, you start to see the new connections and ideas that you have not thought about before. So in essence, boosting your creativity can be a powerful way to increase your productivity and achieve your goals. By using techniques like taking breaks, brainstorming, taking a walk, fresh perspective, experimentation, collaboration, you can certainly tap into your creative side and generate new and innovative ideas. So next time you're feeling stuck, try one of these techniques and see where your creativity takes you. Welcome back. Let's talk about how do you break free from creative blocks. Have you ever found yourself staring at a blank page or a screen and unable to come up with any ideas? Or maybe you have plenty of ideas, but you just cannot seem to turn them into something tangible. Now these are common symptoms of creative block, which is a state where you feel stuck and unable to create. So creative block refers to a mental barrier that prevents someone from generating new and creative ideas or completing a task that requires creative thinking. Now it can happen to anyone, regardless of your profession or level of expertise, and can be caused by various factors such as stress, anxiety, boredom, lack of motivation, or feeling of being stuck. Creative block can manifest in different ways. Let me give you an example. Lack of inspiration, right? The feeling of being uninspired, unable to come up with new ideas. Now, fear of failure is another, way why you have creative blocks, right? Because you're fearful that, your ideas won't be well received. Perfectionism can also cause someone to get stuck in the planning phase and not move to the execution phase. Overthinking, overanalyzing, and just getting caught up in details can lead to lack of progress. Burnout, just mentally exhausted, unable to think creatively. Now, overcoming creative blocks requires effort and willingness and push through challenges. Now, there are many techniques and strategies that can help you break free from your creative blocks and then generate new ideas. Creative blocks can happen to anyone, like I mentioned, whether an artist, writer, musician, IT, support, tech, or anyone. The good news is that there are ways to break free from these blocks, right? And then get your creativity flowing. Let me give you those techniques that you can try. Taking a break. The best thing you can do when you're feeling creatively stuck is to step away from that particular project for a little while and then just come back to it, right? Or do something else that you enjoy. Now, when you come back to the project, you may find that you have a fresh perspective and new ideas that you require. So, change your environment. Now, I've tried it myself. This is very powerful. Change your desk or try working in a different location like coffee shop, park, outside, maybe a different room. If that's not possible, then rearrange your workspace, right? Move your desk from one area to the other. So, sometimes the problem with creative blocks is that sometimes you're trying to come up with the perfect idea, right? Instead, try brainstorming a list of ideas without worrying about how good they are. Now, this can help your creative juices flowing and lead you to unexpected solutions. Trying something new. If you're always doing the same thing, things become monotonous, right? So try taking a class in something completely unrelated, right? Maybe you want to take a class in cooking. This can help you approach your work from a new perspective, and collaboration also works very well, right? Working with someone else can help you interact and help you break free. Also, what you can do is find someone with a different skill set, right? Now, this can help you see things in a new way and come up with ideas that you may not have thought about earlier. Now, constraints may seem counterintuitive, right? But it actually can help you be more creative. For example, if you're a writer, try limiting yourself to a certain number of words or a specific genre, right? This can force you to think outside the box and then come up with new ideas. Get feedback from others, right? It certainly can help you break your creative block. Share your work with others, someone you trust, and ask for their honest opinion. Now, they may be able to point out areas where you could improve or give you new ideas to try, right? But remember, creative blocks are a natural part of the creative process. Do not get discouraged by, if you're feeling stuck. Instead, try the techniques that I just mentioned, right? So that you can boost your creativity. With a little persistence and experimentation, you can break through your blocks and then create something amazing. Welcome back. Let's talk about balancing structure and flexibility, right? So balancing structure and flexibility is a key aspect of productivity. On one hand, you have structure that helps you stay organized and stay focused, while on the other hand, flexibility allows you to adapt to changing circumstances and then take advantage of unexpected opportunities. So, in this lesson, I'm going to explore how you can find the right balance between structure and flexibility and then provide you some techniques how to achieve it. First, let's consider why balancing structure and flexibility is important. So too much structure can lead to rigidity and inability to adapt to changing circumstances. Now, this can, stifle creativity and limit opportunities for growth. On the other hand, too much flexibility can lead to chaos and lack of focus, making it difficult to achieve goals or make progress on important tasks. Now, strike the right balance. It's important to have a clear understanding of your priorities and goals. By setting clear goals, for example, you can create a structure that supports while remaining flexible enough to adapt to changes as required. Now, here are some techniques for achieving this balance. Set clear priorities. Start by identifying top priorities and then create a structure around those. Now, this could involve creating a to-do list, for example, or using a productivity app to stay on track. You can also use time blocking that involves scheduling a day in advance, setting aside specific blocks of time for each task or activity. Now, this provides structure and helps you stay focused while still allowing for flexibility as needed. You can also practice mindfulness. It's a great technique such as meditation, deep breathing can help you stay focused and centered even when things get hectic. Now, this can help you maintain a sense of balance and perspective, which can be invaluable in achieving your goals. You can also be open to new ideas, right? By having a structure is important, but it's also important to remain open to new ideas and opportunities. Now, being flexible allows you to take advantage of unexpected opportunities that may arise, helping you achieve your goals more quickly and effectively. You should also allow for downtime. And that's, it's important to allow for downtime for relaxation. This can help you recharge and maintain your focus and energy over a long period of time. Now, by taking breaks and engaging in activities that bring you joy, for example, you can maintain a healthy balance between structure and flexibility. So, in essence, finding the right balance between structure and flexibility is key to achieving productivity and success. By setting clear priorities, you can use time blocking, mindfulness, remain open to new ideas, for example, allowing for downtime. You can achieve the balance that works best for you. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate structure or flexibility, but to find the right balance that allows you to achieve your goals while also staying focused, centered, and energized. Welcome back. Let's talk about the importance of collaboration in productivity. Now, collaboration is an essential aspect of productivity in today's interconnected world. Whether you work in a team or as an individual, collaborating with others is an effective way to increase productivity and then achieve better results. Collaboration not only promotes creativity, but also helps individuals to learn from each other, work together towards a common goal, and then complete tasks efficiently. So in this lesson, I'm going to explore the importance of collaboration and productivity and then give you techniques for effective collaboration. One of the key benefits of collaboration is that it brings together a diverse perspective and skill set. When people work together, you can share ideas, expertise, knowledge, and experience which can lead to new ideas and solutions that may not have been possible otherwise. Now, this is particularly important when working on complex projects where there are multiple challenges and obstacles that need to be overcome. So collaboration also promotes accountability. Now, when working with others, individuals have a sense of responsibility towards the team, which motivates them to work harder and complete the tasks on time. Now, collaborating with others also creates a sense of community, right, which helps create trust, respect, and then among team members. To achieve effective collaboration, it's important to establish clear goals and responsibilities, right? Now, each team members should have a clear understanding of what they're responsible for, what is expected of them, and how their contributions fit into the bigger picture. Now, this ensures that everyone is working together towards a common goal, and there's no confusion about that or overlap in responsibilities. Another important aspect of collaboration is communication. Now, effective communication is essential for successful collaboration. Team members should be encouraged to express their ideas, concerns, and feedback openly and honestly. It is also important to establish a communication plan that outlines the preferred method of communication and frequency of communication. Now, tools and technology plays an important role in collaboration. Now, there are a variety of collaboration tools available that can help teams or yourself work more efficiently and effectively. Now, these tools can range from project management software, for example, to video conferencing tools, to instant messaging platforms like Slack. It's important to select the right tool based on the right needs of the team and the project. So let me give you some examples of tech tools, right, that can enhance productivity. For example, project management like Microsoft Project, Asana, Trello, Monday.com, right, can help teams track tasks, deadlines, and then progress. Communication tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom can facilitate real-time video, audio, and messaging and file sharing. Now, cloud-based storage and collaboration tools like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive that allows team members to access, edit files, and then share files among each other. You can use whiteboard tools like Concept Board, Lucid Charts, for example, that allow teams to collaborate on visual projects and brainstorming sessions in real time. Time tracking software such as Toggle, Harvest, Rescue Time, right, help individuals and teams monitor your time to improve productivity. Email management tools like Boomerang, for example, is an example that I can think of, right? Prioritizes emails and reduces clutter. Other tools like Zapier can help streamline competitive tasks, create workflows, and integrate different tasks and services. Now, these are just a few examples of many, many other technology tools that you can use to be more productive and then collaborate more effectively. Collaboration can also lead to increased motivation and engagement among team members. Now, when individuals are able to work together towards a common goal, you feel a sense of purpose and accomplishment. Now, this can lead to increased motivation and, of course, enhances productivity and achieve even more. So, in essence, collaboration is an essential component of productivity. Whether you're working in a team or as an individual, collaborating with others can help you achieve better results and then increase your productivity. Effective collaboration requires clear goals, roles and responsibilities, open communication, and the use of appropriate tech tool and other technologies. By collaborating effectively, you can share your knowledge and expertise, learn from each other, and then achieve success together. Welcome back. Let's talk about techniques for effective collaboration and communication. So effective collaboration and communication are essential for any team to function at its best. Now, with the help of technology, teams can now work together even when they're not at the same location. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about some techniques for effective collaboration and communication. So use collaboration tools like different collaboration tools that I talked about earlier, right? That help you work together on a project. Now, for example, project management tools like Trello, Asana, Microsoft Project, Basecamp, and communication tools like Slack, video conferencing tools like Zoom, Google Meet are very, very effective. You should also set clear objective, and it's important to have a clear objective and shared understanding of what the team is working towards. Now, this will ensure that everyone is on the same page and then working together on the same goal. Establish communication channels. Establishing clear communication channels is crucial for effective collaboration. It's important to decide which communication channels will be used for different purposes. For example, Slack can be used for quick messages, while email can be used for more formal communication. You should also schedule regular meetings. Can help keep everyone up to date on the progress of the project. Now, this can be done using video conferencing tools or in-person meetings, and don't overdo it. The key is to make sure that everyone is involved and has the opportunity to ask questions, provide feedback, and share ideas. Assigning clear roles and responsibilities is important to team members and help avoid confusion and ensure everyone knows what they're responsible for. Now, this can be done using project management tool or by simply having a clear discussion about each person's responsibility. You should also foster positive team culture, because building a positive team culture is important. This can be done by encouraging open communication, celebrating success, and then creating a sense of community. You should provide feedback, because providing regular feedback is important for ensuring that the team is working effectively on a certain project. Now, this can be done through regular meetings, one-on-one meetings or discussions, or using feedback tools such as 15-5 or Lattice, right? Encourage innovation, and new ideas can help the team motivated and engaged. Now, this can be done by setting aside time for brainstorming sessions, encouraging team members to share their ideas, and then celebrating innovative solutions. So in essence, effective collaboration and communication are essential for any team to succeed. By using the right tools, establishing clear communication channels, and then fostering a positive team culture, teams can work together to achieve their goals. Welcome back. How do you resolve conflicts, right? Conflict is a situation where there's a disagreement or clash between two or more individuals or groups. Now, it is a common occurrence in the workplace, right? It can be caused by various factors such as differences in opinions, goals, personalities, or misunderstandings. Now, it can happen or have a negative impact on productivity and morale if not managed effectively. So, it is essential to have strategies in place on how to resolve conflicts. One technique that I'm going to give you is active listening. Now, this involves listening to the other party's point of view without interrupting, judging, or criticizing what they're saying. By actively listening, you can gain a better understanding of other parties' perspective and then identify underlying issues that are causing the conflict. Now, this can help finding a mutually acceptable solution to the problem. Another technique is compromise, right? Now, this involves finding a solution that meets the need of both parties by giving up something in return. For example, if two team members are in disagreement, for example, on a project, a compromise may involve one team member giving up control of a specific aspect of a project in exchange for the other team member's support on another aspect. Collaboration is also an effective way of resolving conflicts. Now, this involves working together to find a solution that benefits both parties. By collaborating, individuals can combine their strengths and resources to create a solution that is better than what they could have achieved alone. For example, if two departments are in conflict over resources, a collaboration may involve finding a way to share the resources so that both departments can achieve their objectives. So resolving conflicts, it's important to remain calm and then, of course, remain objective, right? Emotions can often escalate, ending up in conflicts, right? So avoid being defensive and attacking other party. Instead, focus on the issues at hand and then work towards finding a solution that is fair and reasonable for everyone. Technology tools can also be useful in resolving conflicts, right? For example, video conferencing tools like Zoom or Skype or Google Meet can allow team members to have face-to-face conversations even when they're not in the same location. Project management tools like Trello, Microsoft Project can also help resolve conflicts by providing a platform for individuals to communicate, collaborate, and then understand their roles and responsibilities. So in essence, conflicts are common, right, in workplace, but they can be managed effectively if you're following any one of these techniques, right, like active listening, compromise, remaining calm, and then staying true to your objectives. By employing these techniques and utilizing technology tools, individuals and teams can resolve conflicts and work towards achieving their objective. Welcome back. Let's talk about setting expectations and boundaries. Setting clear expectations and boundaries is an essential component of personal and professional growth. So establishing expectations and boundaries can help you stay focused, avoid distractions, and then create a more efficient and productive work environment. So in this lesson, I'm going to talk about the importance of setting expectations and boundaries and how to set them effectively. First, let's take a look at what expectations and boundaries are all about. So expectations are the specific outcomes or results that you anticipate from your work, while boundaries are the limits that you set for yourself and others in your work environment. Now, these limits can include specific working hours, communication preferences, for example, scope of work that you're willing to take on. One of the critical steps in setting expectations and boundaries is to identify what is essential to you and what you're willing to compromise on. For example, if you need to leave the office at a specific time to pick up your children from school, communicate this to your colleagues or boss. Establishing this boundary can help you manage your time better, reduce stress, and then increase your productivity. Another important aspect is setting expectations and boundaries is to communicate them effectively to your colleagues, team members, manager, or clients. Use clear and concise language and ensure that everyone understands what is expected of them. You may also need to negotiate and make compromises, right? So that it meets everyone's expectations and boundaries align together. In addition to communication, technology tools can also help, by the way, in setting expectations and boundaries. For example, project management software like Microsoft Project can help define project timelines, deadlines, and shared calendar can help establish working hours and availability. It is also essential to revisit and evaluate expectations and boundaries regularly. As you grow and evolve, your priorities and boundaries may change, and it is crucial to adjust accordingly. Regular communication with your colleagues or manager help you stay aligned and ensure that everyone is on the same page. Let's talk about specific techniques on setting expectations and boundaries. Set clear working hours and communication preferences. Clearly define your working hours and let others know when you're available for communication and when you're not. Use communication tools that work best for you, whether it's email, phone calls, messaging app. Find project scope and deliverables. Clearly define scope of work and expected deliverables for each task. Now this will help you and your team stay focused and avoid distraction. You can also use project management tools. Utilize project management software or tools, for example, to manage tasks and deadlines effectively. Regularly communicating progress and keeping your team members informed or clients informed on your progress or any changes and expectations within boundaries. Open to feedback, right? Provide them feedback and receive feedback. Now, this can help you identify areas for improvement and ensure that everyone is aligned. So in essence, setting expectations and boundaries is crucial for personal and professional growth. So by defining what is important and communicating it effectively with others, right, you can create a more efficient and productive environment or system. Now, utilizing technology tools and regularly revisiting your expectations and boundaries can help you readjust and stay on track and achieve goals. Welcome back. Let's talk about self-care and personal development. What is the connection between self-care and productivity? So self-care and productivity may seem like two separate entities, but in reality, they are closely interconnected. Proper self-care can lead to increased productivity, for example, and provide better results in both personal and professionally as well. So in this lesson, I'm going to explore the connection between self-care and productivity, along with some examples and explanations so you can enhance your productivity. Now, self-care refers to any activity that you take to promote physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Now, it includes getting enough rest, eating a healthy diet, for example, exercising regularly, and then managing stress, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Now, when individuals prioritize their self-care, you feel better equipped to manage demands of others and then understand your responsibilities. On the other hand, neglecting self-care can have the opposite effect. Now, individuals, for example, if you're exhausted, stressed, are more prone to burnout and decreased productivity. Now, when self-care is overlooked, you are more likely to experience fatigue, anxiety, and other symptoms that can negatively impact your work. Let me give an example. The connection between self-care and productivity is the impact of sleep on and work performance. Research has shown that, right? Because adequate sleep helps improve cognitive function, which is essential for enhancing productivity. Studies have shown that people who get less than 7 hours of sleep per night are more likely to have difficulties in problem solving, decision making, and creativity. By prioritizing your sleep, you can improve your work performance, for example, leading to more efficient and effective outcomes. Another example is the importance of taking breaks during the workday. Now, it may seem counterintuitive because we're prone to working long hours, right? But research has shown that taking short breaks can improve focus and productivity. Short breaks can help individuals recharge, refocus, allowing them to return to work with renewed energy and focus. So engaging in activities that promote self-care, such as exercise or meditation, can also have a positive impact on work performance. Regular exercise has been definitely shown to improve cognitive function, leading to increased productivity and creativity. Similarly, mindfulness meditation has also shown to reduce stress and anxiety, leading to better focus and decision-making abilities. So in order to practice self-care, what you can do is you can set boundaries and expectations for yourself and others. Now, this includes setting realistic goals, expectations, prioritizing your self-care activities as well, and then communicating effectively with others. By setting boundaries, individuals can avoid burnout and can ensure they have enough time, energy to work on certain tasks. So in essence, self-care is an essential component of productivity. By prioritizing self-care, you can improve your work performance, increase your effectiveness, and avoid burnout. Simple self-care practice such as getting enough sleep, taking breaks, engaging in physical activities like exercise can have a significant impact on work outcomes. So try one of these techniques. So setting expectations and boundaries can also help avoid burnout and ensure that they have time and energy to focus on your work and responsibilities. Welcome back. Let's talk about the techniques for self-care and personal development. So when it comes to being productive, self-care and personal development play a critical role, right? It's important to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally to perform at your best. So in this lesson, I'm going to give you several techniques, specific concrete steps for personal development that you can implement in your daily life. First is prioritizing your sleep, right? So sleep plays an essential role in overall health and productivity. Now, it's critical to prioritize and getting enough rest each night to ensure that you're well rested and stay alert during the day. Here are some tips to help you get better sleep. Establish a regular sleep schedule and then stick to it as much as possible. Avoid using electronic devices like your mobile phone or laptop an hour before you go to bed, right? So ensure your sleeping environment is comfortable, cool, and quiet. Practice mindfulness, right? Now, practicing mindfulness is a great way to improve your mental and emotional well-being. Mindfulness is a practice of being present and fully engaged in the current moment. Here are some ways how you can incorporate mindfulness in your daily routine. So practice deep breathing exercises to calm your mind. Take breaks throughout the day to clear your mind of any distractions. Practice gratitude by acknowledging things and be thankful. Exercise regularly, right? And exercise is not only essential for physical health, by the way, it is also beneficial for your mental and emotional health. Regular exercise can help reduce stress, improve mood, and increases energy levels. Here are some ways to incorporate exercise into your daily routine. Go for a walk, right? Before work or after work. Take a fitness class or join a gym or a sports team. Use a standing desk instead of sitting all the time, right? Another way is practicing self-reflection. So self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal development. It allows you to identify your strengths and weaknesses in areas for improvement. Now, I'm going to give you some ways how you can incorporate self-reflection in your daily routine, right? First thing is keeping a journal. Just write down your thoughts, right? Set aside time each week to review your progress and then set new goals. Seeking feedback from others and then using that to make positive changes within yourself. Very powerful technique. So in essence, incorporating self-care and personal development techniques into your daily routine, for example, can help you lead a healthier, happier, and more productive life by prioritizing sleep, practicing mindfulness, exercising regularly, practicing self-reflection. You can improve your overall well-being and then achieve your goals. Remember to take care of yourself first so you can perform at your best in all areas of your life. Welcome back. Let's talk about goal setting for personal growth. So goal setting is an essential part of personal growth and development, right? So setting goals provides direction, purpose to your life. It also helps you in creating a plan to achieve those goals. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about different techniques that you can use how to set goals for personal growth. Identify your values. The first step in goal setting is to identify your values. Your values reflect what is important to you, right? Knowing your values can help you prioritize your goals and then make sure they align with your beliefs. For example, your family is your top value for you. You may set a goal to spend more time with your loved ones, right? Set specific goals. Now, when you set a specific goal, it is essential to keep them specific. That means identifying what you want to achieve and when you want to achieve. For example, instead of setting a goal to get in shape, set a specific goal to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Keep it measurable, right? Making your goal measurable means define how you track progress and then determine how you achieve your goals. For example, if your goal is to save money, you can measure it by setting a specific amount of, dollar amount, for example, at certain days. And create actionable steps. You need to create those actionable steps because this means that breaking down your goals into smaller and more manageable tasks. For example, if your goal is to start a business, actionable steps includes researching the market, creating a business plan, and then securing funding. Write them down because writing down your goals makes them more tangible and increases the likelihood to achieve them. It also helps you remember your goals and then stay true to them. Writing your goals down, by the way, allows you to refer back to them and then track your progress. Review and adjust. It's also essential to review and readjust because sometimes, things change, something unexpected happen. For example, if you set a goal to exercise for an hour a day and then you're finding it's not feasible, then adjust to 30 minutes per day. Celebrate your achievement. Celebrate your achievements along the way, for example, is also important, and recognizing your progress can motivate you to continue working towards your goal. So, in essence, goal setting is crucial for personal growth and development, right? It provides direction and purpose to your life. Identifying your values, setting specific measurable goals, creating actionable steps, and then regularly reviewing and adjusting your goals can help you reach your objectives. Celebrating your achievements, by the way, along the way can keep you motivated and encouraged for continued growth. Welcome back. Let's talk about how to create a work-life balance. Very important. It refers to the ability to manage both personal and professional responsibilities in a way that allows you to live a fulfilling life both inside and outside of work. Now, achieving a healthy work-life balance can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world where technology has made it easier to stay connected to work at all times. But it's important to prioritize self-care, like I mentioned earlier, setting boundaries, and then manage your time effectively to ensure that you're able to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Now, one way to create a work-life balance is define what it means to you personally. Now, this can vary from person to person and depend on your personal and professional goals, family responsibilities, and other commitments. For some people, for example, you may need fewer hours of working or taking more breaks during the day or engage in different activities. For others, it may mean dedicating more time to hobbies, exercise, or spending time with family and friends. Here are some techniques for creating a work-life balance that may help you. Now, prioritize self-care. This includes getting enough sleep, like I mentioned earlier, eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly. It's important to take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health to ensure that you're able to manage stress and be productive in all areas of your life. Setting boundaries means establishing clear guidelines of when you will work and when you won't work. For example, you may decide to avoid checking your emails or taking calls after a certain time in the evening. You can also set boundaries with coworkers or clients by clearly communicating your availability and preferred methods of communication. Manage your time effectively because using time management techniques such as prioritizing your tasks, breaking down complex projects into smaller steps, and avoiding multitasking. This will help you be more productive during work hours, leaving you with more time to focus on other personal activities outside of work. Scheduling personal time is important, like, for example, your personal activities like hobbies, exercise, or spending time or playing games, right? Now, this is going to help you recharge and prevent burnout. Now, learn to say no, right? That's sort of like sometimes very difficult to say no, but it's important to set realistic expectations and learn to say no to requests that may interfere with your personal life or work-life balance. For example, let's say you're a working parent who wants to spend more time with your children, for example, right? You could prioritize self-care by ensuring that you get enough sleep, exercise regularly, and let others know about your schedule, right? You could set boundaries with your employer by clearly communicating your availability and preferred methods of communication outside of work hours. You could also manage your time effectively by prioritizing tasks and avoiding multitasking during certain work hours. And finally, you could schedule personal time to spend with your children, family, friends, such as taking them to the park, wherever, and then meeting them on a regular set schedule. So in essence, it requires a proactive approach in managing personal and professional responsibilities. By prioritizing self-care, setting boundaries, managing time effectively, for example, scheduling personal time, and then learning to say no, you can certainly achieve a healthy work-life balance that you can enjoy both inside and outside of work. So finally, we talked about and demonstrated the 10 proven strategies for success. Hopefully, this course has given you enough practical tips and techniques that you can follow to increase and boost your productivity. So let's review quickly what we actually covered. So we started off with the productivity, the relationship between productivity and other factors, preparing a productivity plan, defining your goals, and then of course we dived deeper into tasks and how to prioritize your tasks, and we talked about different strategies as well as techniques. Then we got into time management techniques, which is an essential part of increasing and boosting your productivity. And of course, how to manage your energy levels throughout the day, getting organized, how to declutter your desk, and how to make sure that you have a conducive environment so that you can increase your productivity. And then we also got into, of course, we talked about boosting your creativity, collaboration and communication techniques and strategies, and more importantly, the self-care and personal development, such as exercises, taking short breaks, mental health, physical health, because all of these basically help you increase your productivity. And then finally, of course, the review and reflection, because what you need to do, of course, is go back to your daily routine and take a look at how you can implement these tips and strategies and techniques so that it helps you and provides you with a conducive, not only a conducive environment, but also gives you enough techniques and tips that you can follow to boost and enhance your productivity. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course, post your questions in the discussion area. I'll be happy to answer, and good luck, and we'll see you in the next course.